everyone, I hope you're doing well. Today we have a new brush pen doodle tutorial where I'm gonna give you some super easy fall doodle ideas. The difficulty ranges from extremely easy to maybe a few slightly more intermediate ones, but even if you have zero drawing skills, I'm sure you'll be able to draw most things from this video. I'm using my beautiful Leelajournals notebook today, and without further introductions, let's get started with our first basic red mushroom. I'll write the brush pen color I'm currently using on the screen, but of course, if you don't own the exact color that I'm using, you can definitely substitute it with something similar in your collection. And everything we're gonna draw in this video can also be painted with regular watercolors or gouache paints. I wanted to start with this very simple mushroom where we first use this wine red color and then slightly darken the outlines and the underside with a darker reddish brown. To blend with brush pens, you can just go over the darker color you just applied with the initial red color, but keep in mind that you might need a sturdier watercolor paper to do this properly. My notebook has just a regular bullet journal type paper, which is 160 GSM, but I still got some paper breaking throughout this video if I went over the same spot too many times. But anyway, after the mushroom cap, we switched to these lighter pens to draw the leg of the mushroom. I drew a little ruffle at the top and then again slightly darkened the sides with a darker neutral color. Then the last step is to take some kind of white pen or even white gouache paint to draw those white spots on the mushroom. If you don't have a white pen, you can always skip this step and maybe change the color of the mushroom to something else, for example just a regular brown. We're gonna use the white pen in a few of the doodles today, but always just for small highlights or final touches, so it's definitely not necessary. I had to go over the dots here 2 or 3 times to get them a little bit more pigmented, but after that we're done with our first doodle and ready to move on to the second one. Next we're gonna draw a little acorn, and I'm starting this with a medium brown pen, and then we're gonna go over it and draw some skinny vertical lines with a slightly darker color. If you want to keep the shape more minimal, you can skip this step and go for a solid color instead. But after that, we'll take an even darker brown and use it to draw the little acorn cap. I don't know how well you see it in the video, but I'm also trying to add a little bit darker color with the same brush pen by going over certain spots a few more times. So you don't necessarily need a darker color if you're going for just a subtle shadow. Again, you could definitely just leave it here, or if you have your white pen, you can add a little cute highlight detail to this acorn as well. Next, let's draw some leaves, and we're gonna start with some squiggly oak leaf shapes. You could use pretty much any green or brown for this doodle, depending on the look you're going for. And here, as you can see, I'm first starting with an outline and then just coloring in the whole shape. I wanted to draw the same leaf in a slightly smaller and bigger size. And lastly, you can just take out any kind of thin black pen. I'm using a Pigma Micron here in the size 01 and just draw one simple line in the middle of the leaf. We're gonna have a few other leaf shapes in this video, but next let's draw some more mushrooms again. This next mushroom is probably the easiest one in the whole video, and you only need 2 colors for it. So we're gonna just draw this very small, cute, basic mushroom shape, starting with this burnt sienna color, and then following it with a more neutral, lighter shade for the leg. Again, I'm adding a slight shadow to these shapes by going over one side or maybe the lower part more than once, and it just adds a little variation in the color. I think a small white highlight also looks super cute for this mushroom, so that's what I did here. But then I thought we could draw this same mushroom in a little bit more detail. So we're gonna use 3 different colors for this one, starting with a slightly lighter, medium brown, and I'm keeping the lower edge of the mushroom cap a little bit uneven to add some texture and detail here. And then we'll take a slightly darker brown pen and use it to add some vertical strokes towards the top. I'm again focusing the darker colors slightly more on the sides and the lower part of the mushroom so that there's still a highlighted section in the middle. And if you want, you can also take the first color again and add a few lines here and there to blend the 2 colors a little bit better. Then we'll draw the leg and add a little bit more shadowing again, as we did in the super simple version. You could even add a darker color here, but I thought it wasn't necessary in this one. I think this could be a mushroom doodle for a slightly bigger space because the added details work a little bit better for a larger drawing. But then it's time to move on to some more leaves again. This next one is very simple again, but I think it looks elegant at the same time. And this time we are creating these long shapes that are spiky at both ends. And we are using a black pen to connect these shapes together and to add a simple line in the middle of each leaf. You can make this kind of leaf branch as big or small as you want. And I think something like this will look great between other doodles just to cover up some empty space. We have 2 different types of mushrooms left in this video, so next let's draw this slightly more detailed mushroom pair. By the way, if you're wondering which mushrooms these are, I have no idea of their English names, and I also don't really know any correct terminology for the parts of mushrooms, so if you're a mushroom enthusiast, please excuse me. Anyway, here we're starting with a lighter sandy color and then taking a medium gray to add some vertical lines to this mushroom as well. In this one, we really wanted to look pretty stripy, so you don't need to worry about blending these colors together. And we are also taking a black pen to create some extra darkness and detailed lines in this doodle. I'm mainly focusing the black color on the lower part of the mushroom cap, so there's a little shadow there, and then I'm using quick upward strokes to keep these lines as thin as possible. I also went ahead and drew some grass and little leaves on the ground with this one, which might be a fun way to add detail to a single doodle. But now let's move on to the second page, and next we have some different maple leaf doodles. I started with this red one, which I think looks more like a Japanese maple, and I'm starting with my wine red color, and I think it helps to start by drawing this 5 or 7 spike guideline in the middle. Then you can draw the actual leaf shape around these guidelines. Japanese maples might have a little bit more of these leaf points than a regular maple leaf, and they are also slightly pointier with fewer side spikes. But after coloring the whole leaf in, you can add some little spikes to break the shape a bit, but I don't think it's necessary with this one. After that, I used this brighter orange color and went over my red shade here, which just adds a little bit more of an orange-red hue and some variation, which is usually the case with maple leaves. After that, I used the same darker color as before and darkened the center outlines a little bit. There is definitely a part here where my paper was breaking slightly, so going over an area this many times might not be the best idea, but if you're working with sturdier paper, you can definitely get away with this. So let's say that this is the more detailed maple leaf version and takes more time to draw as well, but I also wanted to show you a smaller, super fast version of a more traditional maple leaf. For this one, we're gonna use a brown color, and I draw a few more spikes and wasn't too worried about the overall shape. I think maple leaves are definitely not the easiest thing to draw, but the good point is that the shape is so distinct that anything that looks even slightly like it will probably end up looking like a maple leaf. I added a small center line with a black pen for these ones, and I think it added a little bit more definition. Next, I want to show you a very easy berry doodle. Again, something you can definitely find in a fall forest. And I'm using this very dark brown color here, but this could work with pretty much any red or blue colors, depending on the berries you're going for. So I'm starting by drawing some little circles and adding a bit of shadow to one side of each shape, and then we'll connect them all with black pen. A small final touch would be to add a little white highlight to your berries. So again, if you own a white pen or paint and are willing to go for that extra step, this might look very cute. We only have 2 more doodles to go, and next we have probably the most detailed one in this whole video, and it's also our last mushroom of the day, which is a yellow chanterelle. I had to practice doodling these a little bit because I find the shape a bit more complicated to capture in a single doodle, but I think we can still do it with relatively small effort. So we're starting with this yellow color and mark the center point of the cap where we'll have a dip in the mushroom. You can also draw the leg, and we're again going for some vertical lines here. After that, I took out a black pen to outline the whole mushroom, which I think is key to making this shape really work. I'm basically going over all the outlines and adding a little definition to the dip in the middle, where we'll add some shadowy colors as well. So after the outlining, I took a slightly darker mustard yellow and added some shadow with this to the sides, to the lower parts, and also to the dip in the middle. We're also going to use this to intensify those vertical stripes in the leg. And again, I'm using the technique of taking the first yellow color and blending the two colors together to add this lighter shade to some areas. Then I took out a slightly thinner black pen that we used before. So this is a 003 and I used it to draw these very thin black lines on the leg of the mushroom. You could also take a slightly darker brown and add even more shadow right under the cap to really make this area look darker than the rest of the drawing. Lastly, if you want, you can add some white highlights here and there, but again, that's definitely not necessary for this doodle. I really hope you enjoyed that one, but we have one more simple leaf doodle to go, and this is one where the leaves start from the same point on the stem. So for this one, we are drawing these rounded oval shapes that still have a spiky edge. And I think it's easier to first draw a black line in the middle so you can visualize where you want to place the leaves. Again, this is one of those doodles you can add in between other drawings or just use as a very simple way to fill out some empty space. So there we have it. I think in total this was 12 different fall forest doodles. I really hope you enjoyed and found some new inspiration for doodling with your brush pens. If this was your first time around here and you'd like to stay tuned for more art and journaling stuff, definitely consider subscribing. But I think that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a lovely day or night wherever you are, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye bye!